Good morning class. Today we are going to begin with the second part of lesson number 24, substances, object and energy. We are going to begin with the second part. Naphthalene is continuously being converted into small particles in the gaseous form. Such small particles from the balls settle on the clothes. On the clothes, so the clothes too smell of naphthalene. As the particles leave the naphthalene balls, the balls grow smaller in size and slowly disappear. Now children, what is naphthalene? Do you all know what is naphthalene? No? I'm sure you know. Everybody knows that. Only thing is you don't know what is naphthalene in English. Naphthalene means that white kapoor ki goliyan your mommy must be keeping in the storage, in the cupboards, in the shoe rack, in the washrooms to keep the insects away. That are called naphthalene balls. Right children? So now, have you ever observed these naphthalene balls being kept here and there? Like when initially they are kept, they are such big in size, na? But gradually they become smaller, 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 and one day they disappear. So how do they become smaller? How does its size decrease? How? The insects are eating it? No. Children, because of its strong smell, the insects repel of it. Repel means they go away from it. Right? Now first of all, that strong smell. Okay. Now naphthalene is a sublimating substance. Now sublimating substances means actually almost many solid items, solid substances, when they are heated, they convert into liquid first. Then that liquid gets evaporated. That means upon heating, these solid substances change into liquid. Then these liquids upon heating change into gaseous form. Okay. Now these naphthalene balls are not heated. They are not put on fire. But due to the heat in the atmosphere, due to the sunlight, the heat, it is hot, no? Yes. Because of that heat in the atmosphere, these naphthalene balls become smaller and smaller day by day. They straight away change into gaseous state. That is the reason they are called sublimating substance. Sublimating substances are those substances which do not change into liquid upon heating. They straight away change into gaseous state. Understood? That is the reason they become smaller and smaller day by day, and finally they disappear. The same goes with kerosene. The same you can experience. Mummy must be having thinner at home, nail polish remover. It is also an sublimating substance. You keep the cap open, you will see after some time the liquid in the bottle is evaporated. It has become less. Now this is liquid, this is not a solid substance, but the thinner is also a sublimating substance. Understood children? Now that is the reason naphthalene becomes smaller and finally disappears. Now particle of rangoli are fine like a flour. Flour means atta. Now this is not FLOOR, this is FLOUR, that is flour, atta. Rangoli colors are also available in the forms of grains. You must have seen rangoli, you must have made rangoli using different colors. So what are they made up of? They are also made up of small substances, tiny particles. They are in the form of grains. Okay? Use your brain power. Suppose you do not have rangoli powder, what things can you use as alternative? As an alternative, what things can you use? You have to make rangoli, but you are not having colors. So what will you use instead of colors? You can use leaves, you can use grains, you can use flowers of different colors, shapes. So you can make rangoli with many different things. Now moving further, the states of substances. Water is found in the nature in three states: solid, liquid and gaseous. In all the three states, the individual particles of water remain the same. However, the arrangement of the particles in each of these substances is different. Now children, we learnt about solid, liquid and gaseous forms, you know, no? Now water, we can find water in all the three forms. Solid is ice, liquid is our normal water and gas is water vapor. Okay children, now this is the construction of the particles, one particle. Now this is the particle of solid. Now in solid you can see both the there are three diagrams in your book. Now first we will talk about the solids. Now solid, now solids have a definite shape. Now let us talk about a ball, a hard ball, right? So when you throw the ball, when you bounce the ball, when you catch the ball, the shape of the ball will change? No. Take a bottle, plastic bottle, you keep it in a standing mode, in the sleeping mode. Will the shape of the bottle change? No. Let's talk about a pen. Now pen will be pen, you keep it anyhow, you keep it in the vertical position or in the horizontal position. The shape of the pen will not change. Why? Because the particles in a solid are arranged so close to each other that there is no gap inside. That is the reason solids have a specific shape, a definite shape. Understood children? Coming towards liquid. Now the particles arranged in a liquid are little bit far away from each other. Little bit. Now they will change the shape. They will take the shape of the container you fill in. If you are filling the water in a bottle, it will take the shape of the bottle. If you fill it in a plastic bag, it will take that shape. If you fill water in a balloon, it will take shape of the balloon. Understood children? So it has no shape of its own. That means liquids do not have a specific shape. Solids have a specific shape. Liquids do not have a specific shape. And same goes with the gas also. Now the arrangement of the particles in gas is very far away from each other. Very far. You can see it is far away. Solids, there is no space in between. Liquids, there is little space in between. Whereas in the gas, there is lots of space in between. Even gas has no shape. It takes the shape of the container. As a result, we see differences in the properties of solid, liquid and gases. All substances in nature have a particulate form, In nature, every substance occurs in a specific state. Accordingly, that substance is called a solid, liquid or gas. For example, aluminium and coal are solids, kerosene and petrol are liquids, while nitrogen and oxygen are gases. These are examples of solid, liquid and gas. It is what I told you, like substances are made up of what? Solid, liquid and gas. And in nature all these things are available in their particular form. Different substances have different properties. Substances may differ from respect to properties like hardness, transparency, color, smell, solubility in water, etc. Now, solids are hard. Some of the things are transparent, like plastic, transparent, color. Each and everything has different color. Smell is there. Some objects have smell, some don't have. Solubility in water depends that particular substance is soluble in water or not. Moving further, substances and objects. Can you tell? Asmita went to buy an earthen pot. There she saw many things kept for sale. How did she identify what she needed? From what substances had the potter made all the things? What is the difference between a substance and an object? Now children, now Asmita went to buy earthen pot. Earthen pot means matka. Mitti ka pot, that is matka. There she saw many things. There are many things in the market. You can see the potter has made many things. He is making. So what is he using? Soil. He is using soil to make pots. There are different things. You can see different things made up of soil. Potter is making a planter. Planter is that pot in which we grow plants. Planter. Now Asmita has gone to the market to buy what? An earthen pot. She has gone to the market to buy a matka. There she sees, she identifies, because different objects have different shapes. Different objects have different shapes. So they are identified by their shapes. Now children, come to the last sentence. This is the question, like what is the difference between the substance and an object? Now the substance is that thing of which that object is made. Now for example, soil is the substance and pot is the object. Okay. Now example, plastic. Plastic is the substance and bottle is the object. Glass is the substance and table is the object. Understood children? The object, now we have so many objects in front of us, like the pen, pencil, box. Now for example, that pen is made up of what? Plastic. Ball is made up of rubber. So that rubber is the substance and ball is the object. Objects have a definite shape. Their parts are put together in a particular way. Objects are made from substances. Now this is what? A log of wood. Now from this log of wood, this table, bat, bench, the chair, you can see the plank. Now these all things are made from what? Wood. Now wood is one substance from which many objects are made. Now this chair is made up of wood. Now this chair can be made up of different substances also. Chair can be made up of metal, rubber or wood. In this way, different substances make different objects. Now look at the object in the picture above. What substances are they all made from? They all are made from wood. Okay, but they can be made up of different substances. Moving further, energy. Now, can you tell? We make useful objects from a variety of substances. Another use of substance is that we get energy from some of them. There is a car. Its tank is full of fuel, but it does not move. Why is that? When we have run a long distance, we feel tired. We have to stop. Why is that? Now, energy is required to do work. The capacity of a body to do work is called energy. Now, we do so many things, no? To do all these things, we require energy. Now, after playing, you get tired. At that time, if mommy tells you to go down again or go to the market or go to the shop and get these things, what you will say? No, mama, I am tired. I don't have energy. ताकत नहीं है मुझ में अभी. Right? What happens? Why does this happen? This happens because the energy in the body is utilized. It gets exhausted. So at that time, you need to have instant energy. So if you have something, if you eat something, if you eat banana, you will get instant energy. Or even if you don't have anything, if you just lie down for 15 minutes, you will get energy. Why? Because energy is rebuilt. It is gained from the food we have eaten. So children, that was all for today. We will be continuing in our next lecture. Till the time, stay home, stay safe. Thank you.